Hello, this is Fire, and it's time for another full playthrough run. So we are up to Lost Warrior. Just going to hit these last quests in order, I think. So, one of your recruits has asked permission for a special expedition. Now that you have been granted access to the Fed Coast, we thought you might like to hear it. Silan wants to go looking for his long-lost friend, Kitan. I believe they both served under the same unit before becoming wanderers. According to Silan, Kitan vanished a few months ago when his artifact became defective during a deep expedition. Maybe we should have looked for him before now. Go to the Fetid Coast and see if you can find any traces of him. I'm expecting to find a corpse, but this is a very, very ambitious reward that we're going to unlock Kitan. Because yeah, he's been out there for months. He's dead. I'm sorry, lady, he's dead. So for this one. We have to use Silan. First quest is going to be the first section is going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be basically a depth 3 run. The second one, we are going to be fighting Kitan at the end, which will be trickier. Not too hard, but trickier. Just going to go with this. We've got to have a different art from the other one. Yeah, we'll just go for it. Just keep doing the hybrid. My original plan was like to show off different strategies, but then like it takes effort. I don't think there's anything really to do until we get to the last area, so all of this seems feasible. Potentially. Yeah, I do want to go forest because we are fighting Maw. I was awake enough to notice that, so there is stuff that I want for that reason. Gonna go left side. We start here, go through there. Those fights are identical. Yeah, start here. All right. I think I'm just gonna put that on top. Oh, I should get that out. Hopefully we get tough here. That's not what I meant when I said hopefully we get tough here, but it is tough, so. I will take it. We do once again see the danger to heavy, the downside to heavy stand. Let me just kill that. Don't know why I bother spending time deliberating. Bye. Easy. Yeah, I'm pretty met on Thorn Whip. It's not terrible, but... Alright. I should have gotten that out first. It more or less works out. So we would need mana to play that, which we are not going to get, it looks like. Alright, we've got 3 of those now, which is a completely reasonable number. We definitely need 3 crossbow strikes. Just like I definitely need to play all those cards instead of just spamming mana and playing out whatever. All right. Yeah, sure. See what people are talking about in. All right. Just reminiscing about the days when Rowden's old passive. Talking about, yeah, when Rowden used to have the Elemental Grimoire as level 10 passive, basically, where it was, I mean, he didn't get the downside. He was just, whenever he did the thing, he got stuff. Whenever he got, sorry, my brain is stupid. Whenever he got, whenever he gets the Elemental, he drew a card. That was kind of busted. By kind of busted, I mean extremely busted. I mean, Jesus Christ. Turns out, like, that's still busted now on Elemental Grimoire. It's just like, you have to get it in the right run. But like having it every run, yeah. Sanctuary is incredibly good. Scarlet Contagion is good, but I really want that. It's unlikely we actually get frozen at any point. I think there's a better chance that we find some ways to care about Curse. Although that's also relatively unlikely. We don't really need that, although I'm realizing now that we're going to have to just draw it because I'm not very smart. I did not think through this. I didn't think through any of that, really. I do like getting that powerful set up. Sabu pulling up the old screenshots, including a reflect run where he gets to a whopping 18 reflect, which at the time was crazy. Took a long time before one day was willing to let reflect be a real thing. I'm not totally sure why. Took a long time. All right. Should get the curse out. Not because it really does anything in particular, but because I could. Okay. Delayed Burst is pretty good as a damage source. I think we just want Legendary Strike because Legendary Strike is so good. We don't really have obvious upgrades here, I would say. I do like Haunted Memories a lot. I do like Recharge Plus a lot. I think we got one of the crossbow strikes. I don't think we need 3 of them. And then, yeah, I think we're going to go for a double elite. Sibo just had an epiphany that sudden focus works the way it has always worked. Discord is fun. Let's see if we can get out of... Yeah, see if we can freeze. Oh, well. Almost gets us this kill. Hooray! Saved by the draw. Just have to kill us before it decides to try and turbo blast us. By popping Arcane, or by popping burn. Yeah, burn a whole bunch. You say we're good. Because, yeah, now it is. One turn after this turn is going to try and ruin our day, but it's not going to get a chance because it is dead. Growth would be nice, but if we can't find it, something to the world. What a world. Taking Suppressive Fire over a cleanse option. I just think it's really good. I don't know, that is fine, but really enjoying this awful cycling strat. There's a changed card, or changed item. Alright. Now that I've actually read Stone Armor, because I'm used to it. It used to be you lost a card every single turn. This actually seems fine, I guess. We'll try it. I don't like giving up the turn 1 draw, but I do think it now does enough. Yeah, it's this stupid thing. Doesn't mean you only get 4 cards on turn 1. Although, of course, we can mitigate that by... we're actually going to do this first, because I said so. I don't know why I'm not targeting this one since I put the vulnerable on it. I want to get that out, but if we do this, we get to play out the whole hand. We do probably need to upgrade our mana. Also, I should be considering taking mana boost from that one thing more often. And by which I mean more often than never. This isn't great mana, but it is mana. I don't think we're going to be a Toxic Spores deck, so I'll take it. I think we're going to take Toughen here, probably. This is not an amazing, particularly great turn for Legendary Strike, so we're just going to not play the Legendary Strike here because there's no damage incoming. And I would like to get value out of that if we're going to use it. Because, like, this fight is a fight where potentially it could matter. No. Not really with this draw. Boop. All right. I don't hate shoveling that in. And then I draw it and I can't use it, and I immediately regret shuffling it in. It's fine. Alright. Yeah, and we're just going to take the Toughen. I think having the extra Mighty and Tough Source is good. And we don't really need another Specifier, I think. Mana Spores seems potentially useful. Having a backup mana reservoir is nice. And upgrading the focus makes it easier to play our 5-cost cards. Although, we have to actually draw the correct thing. Use that, but it only takes us to 3 mana, which is not enough. Fortunately, cannot block the summon from coming out. Summon comes out today. Not my normal pun of tomorrow. Actually gonna do this just to get, because I want to be able to cleanse off the blade that we're gonna have next turn. Yeah, no luck on the priest. Script. Haha, it's only 2 bleed. We should be 3, but I'm also used to playing on higher difficulty. Or not higher difficulty. I'm used to it being... Yeah, I guess it is just... Because it would have gotten... Well, Not making any coherent sense. Alright. Looks like a good time to do that. Not the best turn ever, but we are now immune to bleed, so, or not immune to bleed, but we are, you know, words. You know, words. Words, you know. The things that you say with your mouth, those. Yeah, totally fine taking that reflect because we get quite a lot of damage. Like one cannon blast away from killing that jerk. Got him. Bye. I mean, Impaling Roost has done good for us past runs. So we're gonna go for it again. Upgrade the focus, upgrade the Impaling Roots. Like, Impaling Roots is an upgrade that gets more expensive, but also doesn't, in a weird way. I don't love having 3 charging focuses. I would rather have better mana cards. No clue if those are going to materialize, but we'll see. We can get a good mana card here. That's like a 50% chance that we get one of those two, and those are both pretty good. Not really a ton of reason for me to play that, but it does ensure that both of those lose their whatchamacallits. And then because of the stone armor, we don't take any damage there, which is pretty nice. Oh, rip. I didn't think the Russian would explode there, because I was not paying enough attention. Second. Saving. Somebody sent me? Shouldn't be recording these while I am distracted, but it's where I'm at right now, so sorry. So the nice thing here is that although I do have a lot of strikes that I need to play, they don't actually have to go at that guy. So I don't have to worry about shocking myself. And I can even do this just for funsies. I should have done it, you know, for more mana, but I didn't think about it because I am not smart. And I forget which cards I have on hand. Boop. Continuing just sort of sail through this. We've been one reroll here. That's pretty good. We do need to find more cleanse at some point, but it's a problem for future Vulture Fire. Who is rapidly going to become present Vulture Fire if I take, I think I'm planning to take from this. I could play that. I think I'd rather do this. Because I'm pretty sure getting that blade out is going to kill you. And now we eat an explosion, but don't care. Alright, 50-50 shot at finding mana here. Although, yeah, not lucky. Honestly, just having another focus would be pretty good. We may as well do that. It wins us the game. Or the fight, rather. Happy to take the mana. It's kind of what I was looking to see. Sifting Ring is still very good. I could have handed them to the Trinket, but like the thing that they gave you for taking that option is just not very exciting. Could go either way, but both of those cards are very good. Pass on that for the moment. Go and do this just to get out the purity for next turn mostly. Because this turn we get just a bunch of random status, and there are ways that can end up being obnoxious. So this time I'm going to remember I have this. It's going to do lots of mana for me. Yeah. Because we have some cannons. Or because we have some cards to play to get those cannons out. Is this actually going to be a kill here? Yes. And that was with one cannon still pending. Dragon's Rain is very good. Kind of want Protect the Brute though. I think I'm fine with keeping Stone Armor. Do I need it though? Greedy Rune Chest is better than that. So we're gonna do that. This upgrade, the problem is like it only gives us extra, like +2 extra mana once we get it, once we played it 3 times. And just, oh no, it is only the second time that it'll start giving us +2. I don't know. I still think this upgrade should be a little better because it takes, you know, you have to play it 3 times to start getting extra mana out of it. Not a huge deal, but means I basically never upgrade it because, like, playing a mana card 3 times requires you to be very deep in a fight. That doesn't go to 0 mana, it just gives us, like, these upgrade to go to 0 mana, which is pretty nice. That upgrades go to 2. I think that's good. Removal wise, I think now that we don't have another, no, we can sort of get sturdy. The things like the heavy stand is just so expensive, so I think it can go. We can get cleanse out of these if we want to, and elemental chitter is okay. Most likely we end up taking one of those. I don't know why I went here because like I don't actually care that much about these cards, and the rain is obviously active in both areas. Look at all this mana. Right. You're going to be Arcane Leaking next turn because of these Jagovs. I think overall my plan here is to avoid playing cards and then Arcane Leak, or avoid playing too many cards and then Arcane Leak next turn. Well, I'm realizing now that I made a terrible mistake because we're going to have, yeah, 4 Arcane Leak and we can only cleanse off 2 of it. And now we can cleanse off. Are they really going to do this to us again? 2 turns in a row? That's uncalled for. Right. This at least means that we only eat. We don't eat the Dispel, really. That seems good. Alright. We use a Legendary Strike here to avoid dispelling too much. Like, we do still have to deal with exploding, but could be a lot worse. I can just play that if I don't plan to actually play out. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go ahead and go for it. We're gonna get the kill here, so who cares if we get dispelled if we win? Didn't even end up getting dispelled. Powerful stacking is pretty good. This is fine. I don't think we can make freeze blood work. This is a little awkward because I don't love cleansing enemies generally. Because I always take that thinking like we're not going to be applying much in the way of debuffs to enemies, and it always turns out that we are applying a lot of debuffs to enemies by the end of the run, especially because like there are a lot of very good monster cards in the final area that apply debuffs to enemies. Should have kept the Sanctuary on hand now, I'm realizing. Really switch numbers for a second now. All right. Damage output is pretty good. Pitch that, I think. Honestly, I think we want mana. Okay, this cleanse is fine. I'm just gonna go play that because might as well. Getting better at recognizing I just want to play that most of the time. Although, part of that is like I just have had mana the last couple times I've drawn it. Which was not the case earlier in the run. Card is still gas. Turns out that bleed 9 plus a whole ton of cards to go with it. Good, actually. You know, I did not really plan this out. Which I know is a shock. I seem like I always know exactly. I just need to play the Cannon Blast. Looks like the Vindictive Focus is pretty good. I know we could probably cut a crossbow. Crossbow strike is still pretty good. I could cut one, but I don't need to. Supfire is also still pretty okay. I think charging focuses are still a little sketch. You're absolutely gonna be taking Rainbow Focus here, which is gonna be just another good mana card. Screw up sequencing here. Just kidding, it's fine. Problem here is we don't have a way to mitigate this, which means we could get double frosted here. Alright, double shocked I think we can manage. Especially if we can get whatever on the right turn. Let me just put that back. Actually didn't do that much for us, but whatever. So used to thinking these guys is bulky, but when you don't have idols helping, because like I'm so used to playing through this area specifically with always with having idols active. And when they're not idols active, this is a much easier easier show. Do I need this mana? Go 3, 4. No, I do not. Since is not playing that, but that's whatever. Get one of the shotgun without being able to actually hit us. Although I think that was doing 0 damage even before I. Well, anyway. Okay, I think that needs to happen. That. Oh, I should have done that first. Now we do this. Oh, I should have done that sooner. I was not thinking. But what else is new? Hey, I really want to make sure this one dies. Because we don't really care about that. It doesn't hurt us. And now we are just, I think, cannon blast away from victory. Yeah. No. Meh. Also, mana's not terrible. But you just want the mana here. I'm also on plan, like, keep upgrading mana. Cut. God, I just hate actually trying to work around that, so I'm going to be greedy. Oh, right, we also have a quest objective we actually have to do. Alright, we don't have any cleanse, and we're fighting boss, so, like, man, it's good all go tits up, but I believe in our ability to just do some bullying. See, it's fine. Yeah, we take a little bit of health here, but we lose a little bit of health here. That's the words that I meant to say. It's not like it's a huge deal. Very glad I have the sanctuary, though, since we did not end up with really any other ways to, whatever. Not that it has mattered a ton, but you know, it's the principle of the thing. Makes me feel better. Absolutely gonna reroll for the Hunter's Focus here. Realizing now that I'm not actually sure what Tormenting Focus does on this patch, because I still have it in my head as the old version, which I know it doesn't do anymore, but I don't know what it does do. If that makes any coherent sense. This actually works out. Oh no. Of all the debuffs this guy can throw at me, that was like the least relevant. Let me check that. Oh no. Taking just a couple turns to spool up, but that's okay. I'm probably gonna play that out, but ooh, never mind. Like, we're not quite powerful enough to be a real aggro deck. We are absolutely capable of bodying these weaker fights, so. Bye. Oh, curse one for every debuff type on it now. Still not amazing. Unfortunately, this doesn't work with cannons, which are the only spells we have, so. Okay. At long last, the quest. You've been on the lookout for any sign of human presence as you traveled the coast. So far, you've found abandoned camps, but you haven't found any trace of Khitan. You come upon the remains of another camp. As you approach to investigate, you realize it's infested with sledge connoisseurs. Cannon blast. There were other options, but there was an option that was just cannon blast, so yeah. Got a plan? Also, eventually we'll get cannons from these guys. Or not cannons, turrets from these. Treasures! We get treasures from these guys. Jesus. My brain is soup. That seems good. Sure, you can have 5 health back. 2 health to us worth of damage. Kind of a mistake there, but... Oh, we didn't get the tool because we didn't have space in the end. If we can get really powerful, the thing I'm looking to get here. Oh, whoops, wrong button. Oh, that'll do. Bye. Sludge connoisseurs. They're scrubs. We are not applying any poison, so that's dead to us. Turn gunk is pretty okay. I'll just turn whatever's to gunk. The connoisseurs are now reduced to a puddle of goop within the old camp. You try and search through the goop, but its corrosive nature makes it difficult. You find a way to clear the camp. We are going to purify the camp with magic before clearing the goop. Now the camp is goop-free, you take the time to look through it and search for any hints. After a few minutes, you manage to find a magical inscription written into a larger rock by the camp. It's using a mercenary code. It seems to indicate a nearby location beneath a large dead tree. Head towards that tree. You soon see a large tree loom in the distance. As you get nearer, you realize that the base of the tree is engulfed by a large royal connoisseur. You'll need to get through it if you're to find anything near that tree. We're gonna dig through muck. Wait, look, it's all alone. Let's bully it! It's time for some light bullying. Oh, that's all I want to see. Frost rune out here. Honestly, put that back. Although, that kind of gets worse if we're trying to draw cards, but okay with not drawing more cards here. Just going bonk, bonk, bonk. Froze it. Okay, well, I mean, that gives me a for cards. Why not? Not even gonna fight back. Yeah, Bleed is so good against treasure slimes because Bleed is so good with treasures, and they give you treasures. Incidentally, speaking of treasures, the responsible choice is to take that. But we're taking Dig Through Muck because I refuse to be responsible. It's that simple. These are both pretty... This is pretty good, but like I think the things we have are better. I think we got one of the 3 crossbow strikes. Alright, Connoisseur's gone. You're now free to investigate the tree. We're going to investigate around the roots. We dig under the roots and eventually find a metallic shape underneath our fingers. Keep digging and uncover what seems to be a damaged artifact. Was it ketones? Should bring it back to the guild to investigate it. Okay. Just have to finish the run. Actually, we don't even have to finish the run. Like, we could bail now and it'd be good. I've said that before. It is still true. Hunger and focus is pretty good. I'm not really worried about see if we can get tough out of this. The other thing I was hoping to find was frost, and looks like all I'm finding instead is disappointment. That's okay. We're not losing recoverable here. That's what matters. Keep looking over to see what idols are active, and the answer is always going to be none. So it is worth doing this and this because boop. Guess that's not happening this turn. If we're not killing this, probably should play that. As much as I would like to play this. Alright, we have the frost rune, which is pretty good. We don't end up taking any damage this turn, which is pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Everything's pretty good. Sound cannon blast. Now we are going to lose recoverable because I was greedy. Should have kept the sanctuary. Oh well, not down that much, and I don't know, it's not that. It's like it's not a problem. I just am getting punished for greed. Let's be honest, I deserve to get punished for greed occasionally. Really doesn't happen often enough. If we draw another card, we trip opportunist, which I don't really want to do, so especially if we don't have to in order to kill. Oh, but we have... It would have been fine. Battle Glory is very good. That'll help us with our cleanse problem. I'm too lazy to think about cutting things. We're just moving on. But I gotta cut anything after this fight either, because, again, laziness. Heck of a thing. Gonna go for that. Oh, whoops. Could have cleansed there. Just playing on autopilot. Forgot that we had just picked up a thing. Unfortunately, we don't quite stop this detonation from happening, so we do lose one of our powerful ranks. But it could be worse. We don't have any AoE, which is a bit of a nuisance. God, we get so close to getting this free, so we don't quite get there. Old Frost Rune would have never let me down like this. Last card on the deck is mana. So we are absolutely going to run into that. And then we cleanse. So we're not even cursed anymore. I should have done that first. Let's go Arcane Rune. Here's the double summon. Damage. Should get shield here, but I'm not going to. Yeah, we take tiny amount of damage when it explodes. Commune is okay. Or Convene is okay. Emergency Cleanse isn't bad, but I think with that we're fine. And then yeah, I think we are upgrading. We just have never gotten that to fully go off. Cutting Charging Focus, because they're still just like the weakest mana cards. I know that like cutting mana is probably a poor choice, but look, we've been fine. We'll keep being fine. It's all fine. I didn't even get the Hungering Focus from that one fight way back when. I thought I was getting Hungering Focus from. Absolutely, I should have kept the Resolute here, but too late now. Whew. Yeah, if they ever make the mistake of killing the Shadow Burst, Hoo Boy is not going to go well for them. You know who will kill the Shadow Burst? Sorry, there's part of my brain that wants to say the products and services that sponsor this show, but there are no products and services because, like, I'm not doing this for the money. There is no money. Let's do that because we can. You're not cursed, but not hugely concerned. Kind of hoping to see some draw here, but you're going to lose access to your crit anyway, so I want you to lose your crit access. Yeah, take 2 whole damage. Oh no! Gonna try and figure out like how I divvy up things here. Just tag you. Yeah, we do have to actually hit you with most of those. But we don't lose any health here, so that's what really matters. Messed up on sequencing there. But what else is new? Getting so much value out of that. Because that was the only reason we were able to actually play out all those cannons that I hadn't even thought about. Just crossbowed. Arrowed. No, that's really what I was looking for. Just take the charging focus, I guess. It's not bad, but I think that little bit of extra frost is relevant, potentially. On top of the frost rune. Sure. No, I couldn't afford to cut mana here. I mean, I'm always willing to go for the ambitious play, but I don't think there's any way I can justify it. I could have, or I could have justified it rather. And then, boop. Oh, I could have gotten that cleanse out. Oops. Don't need it. It's fine. Should have done that first. I don't have any growth, and it's a little bit annoying, but not that next turn, I think. We are not quite going to get this freeze here. And also, we're not quite going to get this kill where I want it. Oh, no, we are. Because we have Death Spores. Haha, get wrecked, dummy. Oh, I should have done that first. But you feel real clever now, don't you, Jackwagon? I'm just going to take away the Mighty there, which is going to make it very difficult for that to actually threaten us. Yeah, 18 damage. Nothing! You're nothing! I should have done that first. Important thing here is that all of these, all the frenzy turns are gone. So we don't have to care about the fact that we took no damage there. Nah, who needs shield? Nobody. Healing. Alright. Also, Fine Strike is pretty good. You can get a mana card from here. Fuck. That was a heck of a misclick. It's fine. It's fine. Just gotten rid of that because we can't play it. We need to avoid taking any damage this turn. That's what really matters. That is incredibly greedy. Punish. Oh, not super punish. We're not really suffering for our greed. But. you dead? Don't need it. Should go for a frost rune here though. Should have gotten that out before I... Oh, too late now. Yep. Look, you don't need to know how to play the game, you just have to play cards. Sooner or later, all your problems will vanish because you'll just win. Because you'll be, because things are easy on this difficult. I'm gonna get destroyed by Kitan next video. It's not gonna be pretty. So, look forward to that. Still are just never ever in that one thing. Back to full health. Take the mana. I mean, that's funny. Does it matter, though? I don't think that it does. I'm too lazy to think about. Like, Treasure Hunt takes thinking to play, so it's gone. Don't need to rest. Just need to slay. Yeah, we can turn this into that. Yeah, we get very lightly tapped, which do not care. I'm gonna get rid of that week. Fortunately, we can't freeze here, so we are gonna have to deal with trash cards, but we can just blame out. And they draw us. Oh, I guess they don't guarantee draw us amazing things, but they'll draw us something. Right. It won't hurt. Okay. Guess the dream was never actually alive. It was in my head, but not in reality. Yeah, we can't really play that right now. Not usefully. That is going to draw us Battle Lord, so we're not cursed. Alright. Pitch that. You have to make space in hand. Because we're going to go ahead and do that. More blade. Hey, we get that cleanse off. This guy absolutely can try and kill our summons. Pretty sure that is our only spell, is that thing. Yeah, so when I play that, it's just gonna plank. We have a ton of good strikes, but we have no spells this playthrough. Go ahead and cleanse off curse. Because we can. Kind of funny that our summon isn't even dying. I think we're going to end up being irrelevant because we just like, not totally irrelevant, but like largely irrelevant because we've just been cheating too hard. No. I don't even know that did anything for us at this point, but I don't want to accidentally kill. That's not quite lethal. It's really close. And then yeah, we just have lethal. Silan just does cannon things. So now we have to actually, next up we have to actually fight Khitan, which is not going to be as easy. But you know, it's nice to have an easy one to set up. That card's great. We're probably going to actually build a deck for the next one because I do want to make sure we get, like, the cleanse wasn't important here. It will matter against Khitan because he dumps a lot of curse on you. Maybe we'll go really crazy and try to put armor up in, but I don't think that scaling is actually going to be fast enough, so... Anyway, we go to level 5. It's only actually 1 level, which is a little surprising. We didn't end up doing this. Okay, so this doesn't count as quick play. I wasn't, for some reason in my head I thought it would, because we got the double upgrades. That's plausible, that's plausible, that's still plausible. Could unlock the last bounty slot here. Definitely gonna open the packs, because gotta see what cards we get. Overcharge I care about. None of those I care about. Not really. Demon Read is pretty good. Spark is pretty okay. That's going to be it for this video. I will see you next time. Till then, toodles.